If you're interested in comic book conservation, please join us on Facebook at the Comic Book Conservation Community, where we have a gathering of experts in the industry, and you can ask all of your questions that you need to know about what you need to do to conserve and preserve these beautiful works of art. Please join Dr. Paul from Liberty Hill Comics, Phantom Phil from Phantom Restorations, and myself, Captain Larry from Flying L Comics, every Sunday night on YouTube at 8:35 p.m. Eastern. We talk about everything comic conservation and what's happening in the market. So please come join us. You can find us at Liberty Hill Comics on YouTube and Flying L Comics on YouTube. So here's one I've been working on off camera. I did make a YouTube video for this one in particular. I may do work on one comic book for YouTube, but I have like 10 others going on in the background, this being one of them. So I just wanted to share with you what I did with this. This cover was had large portions missing from it. The spine was split all the way down to here, so almost halfway. So what I wanted to share with you is how I filled everything in. I got a little tear seal I've got to do over here in the corner, but what I wanted to show you was actually the interior wraps. So here's the first wrap. And I was looking at this going, okay, no problem. I'm going to start, it's got a little bit of spine roll. We'll take that out, fix everything. This is a single staple issue right here. That's the reason I have that blown out section. But I was just separating the page to do the first cleaning. And guess what? I'm missing this whole top section right here. Luckily, it's just bordered. It doesn't affect the story. And it's the only wrap that I see that was like that. So obviously somebody wanted something from the top of this wrap. So I am going to do something we don't normally do is I'm going to put a new top piece right here. Anyway, I just wanted to share that with you. Okay, we're back with the Planet Comics number 37. We went ahead and de-acidified this, flattened it out. So again, it's a single staple issue. You see the two holes there. And we have a significant portion of the comic missing here. You know, it's almost 3/4 of an inch off the top. Other than that, the wrap looks pretty good. We do have a split down here, which will have to be sealed. But that's not why we're here. We're here because we are going to leaf cast this missing section. Hopefully everything will look correctly when we're done. All right, we'll get to it. I am going to do this on the vacuum table. The setup for the full submersion would work out great for this as well. But again, the setup just for the one page is a little bit tedious. I think we can do everything we need to do on the vacuum table. If not, then we'll take whatever we put on off, because that's one thing about leaf casting, it's removable. And then we'll go ahead and start again, and we will do the full submersion. Okay, we're back to our Planet Comics 37. We got this out of the press. So it's been leaf cast, but only up that top edge. So what we do look at is whether or not we're actually going to do what we refer to as a double-sided leaf cast. You know, we check the thickness, and for strength and bonding ability, we look at if we're going to actually cast it from the other side. So far, this is looking nice. It's starting to curl right here because of we've separated the holly text from it. And we'll trim it up and see what it looks like. And again, the color doesn't need to be perfect on these things. CGC, fortunately, at least for now, does not grade on color. Once they start doing, I'll have to really up my game. So really what we're looking for is um, tensile strength for this cast. Okay, so I'm looking at right here. I can close my eyes and I don't feel any edge, which is what I wanted. On the back side, again, no discernible edge. We're going to clean up a little bit here, which I can do with my fingernail. Take out some of this stuff, and because none of the we don't want any of the words to be obscured. And fortunately, it's just this one page. So let's go ahead and trim this up. Now I want an absolutely 100% straight edge, so I will line this up top to bottom, and we will make our first cut here. Okay. Now this is where it gets a little dicey because these aren't always cut squarely, but in our particular case, we are going to cut it as we don't really have much of a choice. I'm going to go ahead and line this up as best I can. There we go, that looks pretty good. And all we want to do okay, that's it. So here's that first page of that Planet 37. Page 1. We created new paper here, filled it in, and the texture is fine, which is what they'll look for. They're not going to look at the color. We didn't lose any of the words on either side. Looks good here. And then what we'll do is we'll humidify this wrap again, and we'll press it smooth, and it'll be ready, and then we'll just move on to the other wraps. If you liked today's video, please give a thumbs up and subscribe. That way you can get a notification when I have a new video coming out or a follow-up to this one.